Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie here, and, well, this ain't something we normally do. It ain't something we're probably ever gonna do again, either. Um, if you were anything like me, growing up, lads, I'm 26 years old, I'm about to be 27 years old. If you were anything like me, growing up, um, I was big. I was big into the AMV scene back in the day. If you were there, you kind of knew. You kind of know what I'm talking about, bruh. I was kind of into the Pokemon shenanigans. When I got big into Naruto growing up, I was kind of into the whole shebang as well. But I was around 2007 YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. And if you were in 2007 AMV YouTube, then you obviously became a fan of Linkin Park. And Linkin Park that's my shit, bro. Like I grew up with that fucking crap. So I thought we would take a break from the Dead by Daylight shenanigans and check out a little bit of this I guess this is like a live concert detailing Linkin Park 2.0 that they did. What is this? What's today? The 8th, a couple days ago. I didn't even know that this was a thing. It popped up in my feed everywhere this morning. I guess it's going viral now. Basically they got their new singer after I believe Chester passed away in like what 2017. Now I can't pretend to be like somebody who knows the names of every member of the band. That's not who I am, bro. That ain't who I am. I know that their band name is Linkin Park, and I know Chester's name because of the unfortunate circumstances surrounding everything that kind of took place there. But um, their new singer is a woman named Emily Armstrong, and we'll get into everything in a second. Just kind of the stuff I noticed. I'll play a little bit. I'll probably get copyright strike. If we get copyright strike, whatever. I have no strike, so big whoop. But I thought I would kind of go into everything here and maybe take a look and give some of my thoughts. Again, I'm just a crank on YouTube that has less than 1,000 subs. I don't particularly matter, but I'm a fan, and so I thought as a fan I would kind of go into what I had to say. Now, honestly, I have not listened to much Linkin Park since Chester passed on. It's not that they're hard to listen to. I guess I mean they their songs have a different emotional kind of impact now that he isn't here anymore. But like, it's just something that because I mean it's just something that they had their time, I guess, kind of in my life, and since that. And since he kind of passed on, I guess it really is just that, just the fact that he isn't here anymore. I don't know. It just kind of feels like they're hard to listen to now that he isn't here anymore. I suppose. I guess because I'm trying to think of what the actual reason is, but there really isn't a reason beyond that. That the fact that he just isn't here with us anymore, and so obviously Emily here was going to have big shoes to fill, and I know that she's like a Scientologist or something. Listen, I'm an atheist, bro. I don't give a shit. She could believe in the fucking purple Tarzan mountain god for all I give a shit. If she's the lead singer of Linkin Park, her responsibility is to sing the fucking songs. I could give two shits about Scientology. 3 trillion-year-old Earth. Okay, sweetie, just shut up and sing the lyrics, right? That's all I give a shit about. I don't care. I don't care, and I don't care that you're gonna come. People that actually give a fuck about that are gonna come and be like, "Oh, the Scientologists did this, this, and this." Yeah, and Catholics fucking have their own huge list of scandals too, as do Muslims and everybody else. Every religion is shits for the birds. I know. I'm the last person on earth you have to tell that to. I don't care. I don't care anymore, bro. I'm a hermit that lives in my house. Like this stuff doesn't bother me as much as it did 10 years ago. Because it just doesn't. I don't like it bothered like the Catholics bothered me when I had to deal with them every day, but like I don't have to deal with them every day anymore. So, it just doesn't bother me anymore. As long as like I know that she's getting backlash. That's the only reason I'm going into that. But again, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm not gonna lie or pretend I give a shit because I don't. But anyway, actually going into this whole thing here, I have watched this in its entirety. already. All the timestamps are down here. I'm going to go into a little bit of what I noticed. Uh, the this is just her first show, so to say that it was awkward is there's a sense of awkwardness right away, because it's like, okay, like, what are we doing here? And I think that the biggest thing here that's gonna jump out right away, and it's the first thing that you think they chose a female lead singer instead of a male. Now, when it's a bit awkward at first to think about that, because Chester's voice is just so identifiable, and like the band has a certain sound, but like at the same time, the more you think about it, and especially after you listen to her sing, I think that the choice to choose the choice of a female lead singer for this new version of Linkin Park was exactly what they needed to do. It was because any male that you bring in is more going to be looked at as a Chester replacement. The fact that they chose a female, a woman, it's like it's much easier to see this as something new and something different. This is not a replacement to Chester. That's not what this is. This is like a successor, for lack of a better word. This is, again, Linkin Park 2.0. This is something new. This is something different. They're not trying to replace him. And the fact that and again, they waited like what, 7 years to even do this again. Like they waited a long time, and like, again, I know that Chester's passing is horrible, but like, these guys don't deserve to just never perform again, just because he's not here anymore. Um, so I mean, they deserve to use their band's name too. So like, the choice of a female lead singer, it just feels like they're not trying to replace him. They're trying to forge something new, and again, not entirely different. Something new though. Like, you'll see it. You'll see what I mean when we actually get into play some of this stuff. So I thought, like, again, I would not have again, listening to her go is like, you can tell that it's good. It's different, but there's a sense of familiarity to where she can kind of play the classic hits, but there is a sense of awkwardness right away, and but we'll kind of go into that first. They start with her new song. Um, again, we're not going to do everything. I just want to play a little bit of everything here. So this song was obviously written for her, and I think that they started with that. They definitely made a good choice by starting with that. Let her do the one that is for her, to kind of, and like, she has a strong voice, and she was better, and just through that one song, you're able to see that she's able to, I guess, influx is the right word. She has a large tone that she can go through, which is necessary for Linkin Park, and she has a certain gnarliness. I don't know what the word is. I read a comment that kind of described it, once she breaks out, that she kind of has a raspiness, I guess, but it's kind of that same raspiness that, again, I'm trying not to compare, but like Chester had a certain thing too that he could kind of tap into, and I think they found someone that can kind of have a similar kind of a thing there. But and it, but basically, this is the only song that they have that's written for her voice. The rest of these songs are not written for her voice; they're written for Chester's, and that's when you can tell she starts getting a little nervous. The second one that they did was "Somewhere I Belong," and you can tell that she's nervous in this one. She's not bad. Like, again, it's not bad. I must say that. But throughout this entire hour, the thing that felt, I get for lack of a better word, the most phoned in was this one. You could tell that she was nervous, especially start because, again, this was the very first song that she had to perform that was not written in her voice. She lost that raspiness and that certain intensity from the last one to this one. Like, she had a certain raspiness in the voice that was lost going into Somewhere I Belong, and it's retained throughout the whole thing, where that's not there. This one, again, it was the most phoned in, and it is not my least favorite one that she did, but it's probably it's down there. And again, we're not going to go over every single one. I just want to go over the ones that stuck out to me. Again, this one stuck out kind of like a sore thumb, but the reason it stuck out like a sore thumb is as it goes on, she gets better. Like, she's clearly nervous, and it's I mean, you can try to hide it, but like, based on the difference in performance, you could tell that she was less in her comfort zone and in her shoes doing that one. I feel like this is one that she wants back, and I think the next time that she does this one, she will probably be better at it. Uh, because it was the first one here, she's not fully acclimated here yet. There was just something off about this one. However, the next one that she does immediately after this is Crawling, and she kills this one.
And in the role of Chester...
Like, that was really that was perfect. That see, and the last you could see my point about the differences there between this one and the last one and this one. The last one, the emotional high, like the emotions behind it just weren't there. And again, I think that's because she was nervous, but she's getting a little more settled in now, and once she's settled in, it starts clicking, and you can just tell, like, and you can tell the other bandmates like her, and that's what that goes a long way. Like, they believe in her. You can tell they believe in her, and you can tell that they also wanted to be up there. They wanted her up there, and again, that goes a long way. I've seen some people being like, "Oh my god, the band should have never continued." Like Chester's, because the Chester's bandmates needed to continue going. Like they needed to, and it was very clear that they were very happy to be up there again after 7 years, and and I think she was a big part of that because they found someone that they truly believed in. I don't think they'd be up there with her if they didn't believe in her. And so, like, once she gets a little more acclimated up there, again, she's getting settled in, it starts getting better.
Again, my walls are closing in. Now I sense the confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take. I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin. These words they will not hear. Fear inside my heart. Confusing what is real. Discomfort endlessly has pulled itself upon me.
She's able to go from one to the next very seamlessly, and that's very good.
It's haunting, now I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. Now a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take. I felt this way. Everybody! So insecure!
She was kind of losing her breath there at the end there. Again, first time though on a national stage, that'll clean itself up. Again, I think she sounds great, and once something it's less phoned in on that one. Like maybe she likes that one better. I think it's clear the ones that she liked better because I think she put more of an oomph in there. I think the other ones will come with time. There is one that I don't know if she's ever going to be able to do, but again, it is not easy to go up there and do all that. Like the balls that she had to go up there and even attempt to do this is astronomical. And again, it was like, again, she went up there and again, she's not him. She's never gonna be him. That's why they chose her. That's why they chose a woman, because it just makes the most logical sense. No one's ever gonna be Chester, so don't try to be. Like, she needed to go up there and be her, and I think she did a good job at that. The next one, one thing I noticed was let's see, I think it was this one.
Let's get this on
I think that was good. I think that was decent. I think her best song, I'm just going in the order that they appear. I think her best song, I thought she killed Numb. Killed it. And I think this one, I believe I believe it's their best song, Linkin Park. So I think if you're gonna kill anyone, kill this one. And I believe just watching it that this is the song that got her here. I really do. I also think that again, everybody that has watched this and reacted to it has pretty much said the same thing. But I believe that the reason that this one is so good is that I think the weight of the lyrics was not lost upon her. What that put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Everyone is talking about that one in particular. I believe the weight of this was not lost on her, and I think that's why it sounds so good. Like because everybody and their mother's brother is commenting on that she's kind of in a similar situation here as the narrator of the piece, and so like I think this hits hard for her, and I think that translates to the performance. That is unbelievable, and like the emotions in me have already come out. Like this like watching this for the first time is very emotional, and like I thought she blew that away, and as soon as I heard that, I was sold. I'm like, she's perfect. Like I don't think there's anybody else on the planet that is more equipped to do this. And again, she's not perfect. She's not perfect. I think we will round everything out here with a discussion of what they kind of need to do going forward. But I feel like as soon as those guys, like her, as soon as the band heard that bridge, she got it. Like I'm not. I can't. If I was a fly, I wish I could be a fly on the wall, dude. I feel like that her performing that bridge is what got it for her. I really do. I'm gonna hear it one more time, bro. It's spectacular. Very good. It's spectacular, bro. Next, they I'll talk about One Step Closer a little bit. I feel like because I think this was one of her weaker ones as well, which again it immediately follows Nom, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Again, for the most part, it's not terrible. There's just a few nitpicks in there. Again, she's fine here. She's fine here. Where I think she gets weak is here. I've saw some people just kind of bash her for some of this stuff, saying that she's just screaming. Which, I mean, to be fair, I'm sure I'm sure that shit was applied to Chester when he was still alive. Like, I'm sure people that don't like Linkin Park said the same shit. So I don't really hold that with much weight. However, I will also agree that there's something more phoned in about it. There's something it's a lot less believable. Now, again, this song is not written for her. It's not. There's only so believable she can be because it's not this like it doesn't play to her strengths. I think her strengths translate to a lot of their shit, a lot of their music. Her strengths translate seamlessly to a lot of their shit. However, the more intense something is, that's when at the very very tip top it starts to fall out. Especially if she doesn't seem to have some sort of emotional residue with what she's doing, it's falling flat. I think, and I must stress, she's doing better than I ever could. So, there's something to be said by the fact that she can even go up there and phone it in at all, because I can't do that, and I don't think a lot of people can do that. So, for her to even go up there and phone it in is still better than me. But there is a certain level that it does start to fall off there the more intense something is, and I don't know how they want to look at that going forward. I don't know if it could be just me, but again, that one starts to fall off, and again, this isn't her worst song. Her worst song is towards the end, and we'll get to it. And if you know what I'm talking about, you can probably guess, and if you're a fan, you can probably guess. And if you've seen this, you can probably guess. I thought this one was one of her weaker ones, though, just because as soon as she gets to that part, that is the part where I think the believability factor starts to fall off, combined with the fact that I don't think she knows how to really handle that, because I really don't think she believes what she's saying. So, I don't think she believes in it as much, and since she doesn't believe in it as much, she doesn't know how to handle it, and so the result is the quote unquote just screaming criticism that I see people throwing at her. Because I don't think when she's singing "Numb," she's not just screaming. When she's doing the bridge here, that's not just screaming there. She's not just screaming there. You can tell she believes every fucking word that's coming out of her mouth, and that's why it hits so hard. When she's screaming "shut up," that doesn't hit hard, because I don't think she knows how to handle that. If that makes any sense. That's just me, though. That's just me hearing it. However, we're going to skip Lost. They decided to do Lost as, I don't know if it's an acoustic version, but it was slowed down, and I guess to give her voice a break, which for me was a little disappointing, because I wanted to hear the full Lost from her, because I think Lost is underrated, and I don't know why they didn't release it. But But like the next three there were done to just kind of, I guess, rest her voice a little bit. But I will play what I've done for everybody. Now, I'd be lying if I said it hits as hard as Chester's variant, but okay, but again, nobody can be Chester, nobody. But I thought it got the job done. She's looking at it as like a more traditional song, which, to be fair, it is more traditional than like some of Linkin Park's other shit. Um, she gets the job done. She gets her talent carries her through. Same thing with In the End.
How hard you try, I know time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all. So watch you go. Left everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and not so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing.
Again, passable. She did her job. I feel like I think that guy's name is Mike. I think that In the End is more his song anyway, but she did her part. She got the job done. Here's her worst song. Her worst song by far. I thought if I was doing a tier list, this would be at the bottom in its own tier. Fate. I thought she did. I think Fate needs work. And the reasons they are not entirely her fault.
What I want you to feel, it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. Let go, watching you turn it back like you always do. Basically, pretend that I'm not. This is all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be in no time. Won't care this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be in no.
I think the issue with Faint is that I think Faint is, out of all Linkin Park's material, I think Faint is the one that is most, I don't want to say tied to Chester, but out of all of their stuff, it is the one that when you take Chester's voice out of it, it doesn't work. Again, maybe some people feel the way about a lot of their other stuff, but I think this one right here, when you lose Chester, you lose something really big about it. And again, that's true for everything though, and I must stress that. But this one is like, I don't want to say Chester's voice Chester's intensity makes it good, but when Chester's not there, this song suffers. This song is tailor made for Chester. It just is, it is so tied to his strengths as a vocalist, and as much as she can emulate a lot of his positive traits and a lot of his strengths, again, there's a limit to it. There's a crescendo. Same thing, kind of what we said for One Step Closer. Once she starts needing to tap into that upper echelon, the believability factor falls off. That's this whole song. That is this entire song, especially when she gets towards the end. The bridge, I believe, is what it is. A little voice crack at the end there as well. Like, again, she also has a problem hitting the high notes. Ironic, like, I guess that's not really ironic. It's just she does have a problem hitting those high notes. I just want to hear faint Chester. Like, I want to hear faint Chester doing it.
When you're an Amex Gold Card member, there's always something to savor.
Trying to see if I can pick up what the problem is. I mean, it could just be that it's live. I feel like Chester, again, this is the studio recorded version, but, like, I feel like there's a certain way that the lyrics get to breathe a little bit more, I guess, as well.
That's the first time we tried.
Let's hear him do it live.
You guys did pretty good. I just feel like I feel like that's his song, and I thought that one translated the worst. And again, I think, even though I don't think I'm articulating it very well, but I think just hearing it, I think the point is given across there. But I thought she closed okay. Paper Cut and Bleed It Out. And yeah, so again, passable, did her job. And then I thought Bleed It Out, she did pretty good. Let's have some fun.
thought she did fine. I thought that one. I thought that was a lot better. Um. So I mean, the conclusion here. I thought this was a stellar debut. I would give her about a 7 out of 10. I thought she did a really good job. I thought she did a really good job. This is not. This is not what she did. What she just went up there and did was not easy at all. Especially with the shoes she was filling, and I don't want to say a rabid fan base, but a hungry fan base that was definitely going to be very nitpicky. And again, I feel like again I got nitpicky as well, but I recognize that they were nitpicks. I thought she did an incredible job for the most part. I thought the band made a good choice, and again, you could tell overall that they were very happy to be up there performing again, and that they definitely believed in her. She's not going anywhere. Some people are like, oh my god, you gotta get rid of her 'cause she's a Scientologist. I don't give a fuck, bro. She did good. I thought she did fine. And I think she will get better with time. I think she will clean up some. I think the next time she does Somewhere I Belong, it's gonna be a lot better, because I think she's finding her voice with those Chester songs for the most part. And I have no doubt that she's gonna do better on that one next time. Again, that was her first Chester song live. She was nervous. She didn't find it yet, but she found it a bit more as things continued. Again, she did really good on Numb, and just stellar on that one. And I thought she did very good on Crawling. And I mean, she did good on the rest too. She did fine overall. And in regards to how they fix some of the issues, once they produce more shit written for her, and they get to intertwine a little bit more, that's going to help the structure of their concerts, especially with giving her voice a break, because right now she had to do a lot of Chester stuff. And again, Chester was able to carry that intensity throughout the whole show, which she was able to do that too, but minus some of those phoned in parts. Once you get to intertwine and structure, and again, they did try to give her voice a break towards the end when they after One Step Closer, they gave her voice a break until Faint, pretty much. Like, they gave her 10 minutes of softer shit. So they did their best, but like once they start writing the stuff that is for her, once she's going to be able to put the correct emotions into it, and that's going to definitely help her intent. That's going to help her believability factor, and they're going to be able to better structure the shows, and maybe cut some of the stuff out. I don't want to say permanently delete, but if there's one song they should permanently retire, I think it's Faint. I don't think she's ever going to be able to pull that one off. But again, maybe I'll eat my words. But I thought that, I thought this was a stellar debut for her, and I look forward to seeing where they go next. And I'm glad they're back. As somebody again who was on 2007 YouTube, I'm very glad that they're back. And again, the world just feels like it gained something. So there you go, lads. GG's.